Radhe Radhe Govinda Govinda Radhe 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 Govinda Govinda Radhe.
We are reading from Sri Vilapa Kusumanjali from Sharavanada's Kusumanjali. Verse number 56. O Sumukhi, fair-faced girl, when will I, like a vine of devotion, on the strength of great arising fortune, obtain the remnants of food that you spat out along with your gargling water, and the water that has washed your lotus-like feet. With love, I shall enjoy it in so many ways, along with your other loving friends.
What you reading morning? 130? 103.
O Kripa Moi, merciful girl, if you are not kind upon this suffering girl,
Oh my dear, I listen. Your name is Kripamai, means merciful, without condition. You know, love is without condition. Love, no condition. नफरत ही मोहब्बत की पहली सीढ़ी. What you don't like first, you start liking. This is the way of love. If you don't start liking, you careful. You will start liking. So you are so merciful, I don't like, but you make me to like. How merciful you are. You are not conditional. Love is not conditioned. That if you love, I will love you. You know? This is the beauty of love. God, He has a condition. What condition? He says you have to walk 8 steps first. Then I will walk 16 steps. Then you have to do a force to walk 8 steps. And here, what a merciful you are. I don't like, but you make me to like. What a beautiful, what a kindness you have. I know thing to like. I don't want to stay in Vrindavan, but you make me to like Vrindavan. You make me to like your lover, Krishna. He's a naughty. He's a cheater. Why you make me to like this black boy? In European world there are many smart and white complexions boys are there. I start liking that, but you make me to like your lover who is black, who is cheater, who is naughty. What is happening to me? I never think to like black. You are Kripamoy. You are very merciful. Kripa Sindhu means ocean of mercy. Mercy is like an ocean, waves and ocean. What is the beauty of ocean, you know? Waves are the beauty of ocean. God is like the ocean, and the waves in the ocean is the love of God. Means ocean is God. If God is ocean, endless, then the waves are more beautiful than the love of ocean. That is the love of God. So you are so merciful, you are so beautiful. What I don't like, you make me to like. Your love is like this. Go on.
Oh, Kripamoy.
Oh, this is because of, I say, you only give mercy. Without useless person can feel your mercy.
If you are not kind upon this suffering girl,
If you are not kind to us, if we are man or girl, we are just suffering. Why suffering? Emptiness make me suffer. I become material, empty, because of you check this. Any spiritual person and religious person, I make two parts. Religious and spiritual has a different identity. If you see, religious means he is following dharma, artha, what you say, dharma? What? Say in English.
Economic development.
Talk in mic. When I ask, you have to say.
Radhe, Radhe.
Yes.
Radhe.
No.
Again. Check this.
Radhe, Radhe. Take the back.
Like this. Then take this one.
What is happening?
Otherwise it doesn't hook.
Say something.
Radhe, Radhe. Radhe, Radhe. Wait. So Dharma, Artha, Kama, Moksha, these are the principles in this material world where every living entity tries to be, first of all, religious, to worship God.
Turn that side.
Religiosity is leading to a good life in the honor of God, in the honor of the cosmic rules. And then, if we are living by the cosmic rules, what happens? We will develop natural economical development. Means our good karma will arise. This is the result of a pious life. And after that, good deeds, yes. And then, after this good economical development, we will like to enjoy the fruits of our action. We will like to do and have a nice this and that, whatever everybody desires, house, family, car, holidays, lover, anything that the material senses can enjoy. So after that, after the karma, then there will be a desire for moksha, because at one time you will be having enough of all these things and you will say, oh my Lord, now please take me to your abode.
But that's not sufficient. Then we make the groups. My group, your group, my group, your group. This is religious practice. But I ask from all of you, Jesus was religious or spiritual? Then you will understand. Who is Jesus? Doing religious practice? What religion he is following? You, my friend.
It was spiritual.
Right. Wow. You see?
Very good.
Easy enough.
Out of religion is spiritual. Understand? What he is practicing? Relation. Talking on relation. His first subject was relation. He said, I am a son. Is a relation or not? Without how he becomes son? He said, no, I am a son of my father. And my father is a savior. This makes relation. This is relation. And son means with father is also relation. Son and mother is also relation. Son and the friends are also relation. And he cannot deny Maria Magdalena because she wants to keep relation with him. And he honors that relation. That relation is always honored. Second question, why you talk about Jesus? When God is there and his son, why you are talking about son? Why not father? Nobody say God, God, God. Everybody says Jesus, Jesus, Jesus. Why? Why? Because he is the showing of love. This is the beauty of Jesus. He was in love like a father. So who show the love, they are more higher than God. They are Kripa, my, merciful, unconditional. There is no condition to them. God has a condition, but lover has no condition. In love, there is condition, then no love. Some material relation. Come, please, can you come near to give the place? Why you keep gap? Come more close. Come too close then. Why? Come, all has to come close. How they will come, how they will say? No, all has to come close, I say you. No good. You have to spread, give respect to it. But you understand, my dear, the importance of relation is important and love is important. And we burn out from material relation and love, so we don't want to accept that. This is our material problem. We are bringing to spiritual life also. I think material is material, spiritual is spiritual. What is the difference between material and spiritual? Same. Yes, eternal. Inside is permanent. Because Maria Magdalena said, John asked from Maria Magdalena, what is sin? And Jesus asked Jesus. Jesus said, there is no sin. This table can do sin. This bottle can do sin. Because it is a material. If you think you are material, you not do sin. Do any crazy thing. But if you are mixed with the spiritual and material, you take sin. And every living being is mixed with soul and material body. Maria Magdalena said, sin is this. Jesus said to me, that I forget that we are soul is a sin. My forgetfulness of my soul is sin. So I forget Savior. My connection, because this plastic bottle cannot make relation with God. Impossible. But the soul, the spirit of God, is coming from the God. The spirit of soul is coming from the God. They are already related, but you will change it. The spark of the God. So we are already related. We forget this is myself. I forget myself, so I forget you, my dear Savior. This is myself. Right or not? You agree this part? And what is the yoga? Yoga means meeting. When the soul meets with the super soul, that meeting is yoga. Yoga means meeting of two is a yoga. Like Sanjog and Yoga. Like today is a yoga that I see you. You are coming for some other job, but you make the program to visit me and I meet you, that is yoga. Yoga is this. When the forget soul starts remembering to the Savior and starts thinking for this is yoga. This is yoga. I forget in my play because of the toys. And I remember that not I come for playing the toys. My senses are my toys. And I forget in toys to play and created by toys something, I start playing with that. And we come back to make again relation with you, that's a yoga. Yoga means two persons, two lovers meet, that is yoga. That is yoga. Yoga means two lovers when they meet each other. They are old friends, not that today they become friends, they are old, related, and they forget and traveling other place. But today I realize and I want to meet with you. We are old friends. So we meet, that is yoga. So I am telling that yoga when happens, love starts. When knowledge ends, love starts. You say, explain this? Like one girl is searching, many friends are there. Then one become boyfriend. Why become boyfriend? In Western world I say, why become boyfriend? Because he research and research, he find this 10 boys, this boy is more smart and good for me. Information gather. And then he make one boyfriend. And then start relation. And then start feeling. And then start love. Right or not? When they meet, yoga, they meet. Then the relation and love and feeling start. And without that, they are like a bottle. Everyone using this bottle. I drink, you drink, you drink, you drink. And now this nobody can drink, only I can drink, you can drink. That's it. This is the spiritual way of life. I say you simple way. Now I will be bringing you to the philosophy or divine thing of Vrindavan, and is a PhD. PhD persons who is sitting here, they are PhD for this, they talk on this subject. To understand clearly, we cannot understand without plastic body. We have to come to the reality to understand that. So I explain this to understand who I am. I am not a plastic cover. I am living in this plastic cover, the Spirit of God. And this Spirit of God is only connected with the Super Spirit of God. A, B, C, D, forget name. You put your name, your business. Lover give his name, right? Darling, dear, sweetheart. Honey, sugar, black, black tea, sweetie, lovely. Give name, what is the problem? We have no any conflict with giving name. Understand? No conflict. It's no love, no name. Amore. Many name of the lover and many name beloved can give. Is her right, who loves their right. Jesus said Father, somebody said darling, somebody said sweetheart. It's okay. Don't go in the words of the name. Do what you like, but come in this relation to love, to develop relation, to make yoga. Right or not? Go on, read. Now I just explain this subject.
So, oh Kripa Moy, merciful girl.
Oh merciful. Actually, one is an enjoyer and one is an enjoyed. So what is the tendency of enjoyer and enjoyed? Enjoyer is a Purush and enjoyed by enjoyer is a female. Prakriti and truth. There are two. There is no Purusha, two men cannot enjoy. So this soul is a Prakriti, creation of the Lord, expansion of the Lord. So it's become Prakriti. And the creator is the Purusha. Adi Purusham, Tamam Padam. Adi Purusham. You are always infinity, you are always Purusha. And we are your creation. A spirit of you. A spark of you. Atma, soul, Alma, Libe, many names. Name not go for the name. But that is the connection with super and smaller. One is the super, one is smaller. But the nature coming from the ocean, one drop is also like a water, but not like an ocean. So like this. Yeah.
If you are not kind,
If you are not kind, if love is not kind to me, I can move the mountains. But love is not in my heart. I can collect 10,000 people by my logic argument, but he uses playing like a drum because I have no love. and I cannot see God. So you are so kind that you give me the drop of love in my life. You know, you are so kind. You give me drop. You spray it with love. And that spray, you make me full. Your kindness make me. I'm not prepared for that. I'm not ready for that. But your kindness make me this.
If you are not kind upon this suffering girl,
We are suffering. My soul is suffering because I forget him by my playing games. I am so much busy with playing material things that I am suffering because of that my existence is gone. You don't recognize me that I am existing. I am a small girl, baby girl, like a girl locked in the room and no recognition. Yeah.
if you are not kind upon this suffering girl, then what was the use of all these lamentations?
What is the use of doing what I'm doing in this world? What is the use if you're not kind and I cannot give love to me? What is suffering for? I'm suffering to give the one drop of love into my life. Useless I'm doing what I do externally, eternally is wasting my time.
Then what was the use of all these lamentations and all my service to your lake?
I do service for you, but it's not service. I make useless time waste. I can make this service for you, but I forget myself, so I cannot serve you. My self-forgetfulness of myself, I lose that I can serve with this to you, but I am doing useless service. Service for no, wasting my time. And suffering, why? Because I forget myself. Is okay?
Yeah.
Is okay? This is the mercy of Vrindavan. Love matra sadhu sangha sabasiddhi hai. A few seconds of association in Vrindavan, sitting in Vrindavan, breathing in the Vrindavan, like this, perfection can come. Your realization can come back and you start your own life with the very happiness. Yes, Lord.
Sri Raghunath is the embodiment of separation from Sri Radha.
Raghunath Goswami, he is telling how he is separation when he forgets himself. He separates. He feels separation, that I am a living spirit of you and I forget you. I am yours and I forget you and I am searching other thing in this material world. What a crazy I am. You're not accepting me because of my forgetfulness, for my identity forgetfulness, my sarup forgetfulness, my form forgetfulness.
Falling on the bank of Radhakonda, he weeps out of great separation from his mistress.
Falling in Radha. Radha means the goddess of love. And Kunda means the reservoir. Where the reservoir of love is there, that Kunda. Reservoir of love, I forget reservoir of love. I forget you, that love is flowing from you. And I become empty because of that. My emptiness is my suffering. Because what about others? I not love myself. That my existence I forget. I forget myself because I forget love. I forget my spiritual identity. I forget myself and suffering because of this. Honestly, our conflict is this. You know, when there is a conflict, the boss become servant and servant become boss. Is not conflict. You are boss of your company. And your servant say, no, he is not a boss. He is also one of the servant worker. And we are the boss. What will happen to you? It's not suffering. The servant say, no, now you are not boss, we are boss. Like if our senses say we are the boss. Oh, you are living in me, I am the boss of you. I like one senses, I start living there, then say, oh, you live here? I am the boss, and all are your servants. And I will control your mind like that. What happened to the boss? He is suffering like anything. This is our material game, material consciousness. The boss is suffering because of his no existence of his identification. The day you know your boss and you sit there, all will be balanced, my dear. You come to the right position, everything will be smooth, and you know the meaning of your life, art of living.
He knows not how to save his life anymore.
No, he don't know how to save his life. Living not. He is every day dying with the pain of body, with the requirement of his senses. Every day they are catching him. Come this way, come this way. Eyes say come this way, mouth say come this way, my ears say come this way, my other senses, lower senses, upper senses bring that way. I don't know which way to go. Suffering. We are suffering. And we don't want to come out from the suffering. What say? Is a foolishness or not? I don't want to learn art of living. I don't want to learn to be happy. I don't want to be peaceful in my life. Is not suffering? Really, this is the suffering. And conflict is inner conflict. Inside I create conflict with the boss and servant. And they are fighting in each other. And the words are very heavy, always fighting mood, because inner fighting is going on. Kurukshetra. This is Dharamkshetra, Kurukshetra. What is the meaning of Dharamkshetra? What kshetra you want to live? Dharamkshetra or Kurukshetra? Fighting kshetra or peaceful kshetra? Which circle you? Kshetra means circle. Which circle you want to be? One is a Dharamkshetra, is a peaceful life, and one is a Kurukshetra, fighting life. Sambeta Yusava Mamaka Pandavascheva Kinkurva Sanjaya. My sons are which circle they are standing? Is it in Dharamkshetra or Kurukshetra? They are ready to fight the battle, and who is in Dharamkshetra? The more details I don't want to go, but I say in this kshetra, we make the one circle in my life. That circle is a kshetra. Understand? And this circle we want to live fighting life, or we want to be happy life of spiritual life.
Day and night, the river of his burning devotion.
Again.
Day and night, the river of his burning devotion swells, being filled up by the rains of grief and flowing ever more forcefully.
What is meaning of grief?
Sorrow.
Sorrow. Again read.
Day and night.
Day and night. 24/7. What is happening? Yes, little distance mind, so clear.
Day and night,
Ah.
the river of his burning devotion
Burning. Devotion.
swells.
Growing. When I know myself, my devotion is growing.
Becomes a flow.
Flow. When I stay there, when I catch by my material senses, is a conflicted position.
That's a separation.
Yeah, Kurukshetra. And when we come here, then we burn. Burning means we are feeling separation from you. We want yoga from you. Union. I want to be close with you because I love you. I am yours and you are mine. You are mine. How I can be separate, beloved? And how can be separate from you? And why you make me separate? That is burning. Why you keep playing with the toys? And why you throw me back to play the toys? Why not this separation make me more and more inside that I burn without you? Why not you open my this reason? That I feel separation of you and I don't go back to that circumstance. This is hard. Right?
Day and night, the river of his burning separate devotion swells, being filled up by the rains of grief and flowing ever more forcefully towards the nectar ocean of Sri Radhika's lotus feet.
My also flow is there, and the ocean is also flowing. You see, in between the river and ocean meeting, I have a chance to see that. One river is flowing, like my love is flowing for you, and you are the ocean, you also flow to me. That's the beauty. My river, my intensity is growing like a river for you. Radhe, for you flowing, for the love flowing. And you also flow like the ocean to me. And we meet each other one face. My flow and your flow. And when the meeting place is there, sometime you will see the river water is going to the ocean, and then you will see after some time ocean is going to the river. This way or that way. Sometimes if the river flow intense, they go to the ocean, then ocean has to go little back, and then you see that flow in this direction. And again, one river cannot see, only one flow. But here two flows are there. One is the river flow, one is the ocean. Like a meeting, yoga, exchange of love. My flow and your flow is merging in each other. My is a little less, your flow is a higher flow. And we meet each other. Wow.
We may have a feeling of want.
Wow. Feeling of?
Want, desire. When something small is missing in our lives, and when we get something small, we may feel fulfilled. But when we miss something tremendous, no peace and satisfaction can be felt unless and until we have gotten the whole thing.
Yeah. Right. That has to feel. There's no word to explain. No satisfaction. The river flow in the ocean, ocean flowing to the river flow to the ocean, and this is the satisfaction. And when there is a little distance for that, is a suffering. When this moment will come, when we will each other flow for each other. That is the suffering when I am little far and looking that we are going to meet with the ocean of love. I come near now, so more eagerness, more guilt is happening. I am restless. Because I am very far, so I cannot assess. When I will close, I will assess my restlessness, my eagerness, my wish. Go on.
Sri Raghunath Das Goswami's eagerness and hankering for his beloved deity stands before us as the peak of the Himalayas, as the greatest example.
When he is in Himalaya, never moving. So my goal, when it is fixed, is not moving today to this, tomorrow this, tomorrow that. It's a fixed like a Himalaya. Fixed one place. My desire is fixed. My goal is fixed. My mind is fixed only for you because you are for me is like a Himalaya. Mountain, you not move, and I don't want to move from you. So I don't want to change my goal. Himalaya cannot move, you cannot move. So when the desire is intense and he is like a Himalaya standing in your front, your Istadev, your goal of life, and then you cannot change other desires inside. No, not possible. Yesterday, where I see, only I see you. See the life of Jesus, where he see his Father, and what he see, his family, his creation is his family. The fixed, like a mountain, Himalaya, you standing in my front. My eyes is looking only to you. My heart is feeling you only because you are my deity, my goal of my life.
My everything.
Everything. So my Swami, you are my everything. I don't know how it fixed in my life, but I fixed in you. What is happening, what I am doing, is a material, spiritual, I don't know. But what I do is for you only. No other business in my life. No goal others. You are using me to create the factory. I am working like your steward. I do the best for your service and I am working. He is also working. He said that I am doing for you the best I have to do. Why not I will do? I am not a boss, I am a manager of you. I will do the best to help make happy to you. Servant has only one desire how to please my boss. You are my boss and I work for you. Material, no problem. Business, no problem. Anything is no problem for me because you are like a mountain in my eyes. I see only to you like a Himalaya. What is the frustration? Taking care of the family, no problem. Taking care of the business, no problem. Working in any circumstances is no problem. Pain is no problem. Suffering is no problem because you are protecting me like a mountain all the time. Only I see you and I do for you. I don't know why it's happening.
An insignificant living entity cannot find any means to reach this high summit.
I am not qualified even to be reached to the Himalaya. How I am small, I can reach you. But I know you can reach to me and bring in the right way that I don't deviate from that. You have a capacity. You are the full of love. Your love will show me the way, this way to go, because when the love moves, there, what you say, the direction automatically becomes like this, because your divine lotus feet create the route to me, and I will follow only in your way. You will show me the direction. I have no idea of direction. Only wish to meet you and live in love and care with love to all living beings in this material. But you become like a Himalaya in my front. If I want to go any other place, I see you only, and then I cannot deviate from you. Yeah, always I see you, oh my dear, oh my boss, oh my Swami, I see you. I know make me boss. I don't know the way. I don't know anything in my life.
A person who does not practice any bhajan cannot possibly fathom, realize Sri Raghunadas Goswami's anguish of love and separation.
I know. In that way practice means I know the way. I have a practice to come to Vrindavan. I know which route I have to take and come. So practice means you know the way. Bhajan means you fixed yourself. Bhajan Kriya. Bhajan Kriya means all my activities for you, man. That is, Kriya means, you know Kriya Yoga. Right? You know Kriya Yoga. Kriya Yoga means Kriya. Activities from all your senses. That's a Kriya. My bhajan, my goal of my all movement, eyes movement, listening movement, mouth movement, my lower senses, my upper senses, all movement is in one direction. That's a bhajan. Everything what I talk, I feel, I meet, I associate only for you. Because I know you are the way to reach. Love is the way to reach. All my activities is for you. That's it. Bhajan Kriya makes us more clear the way. Right. My bhajan kriya, if not doing, then my senses will create blockage to not see that. You what? You know what you're doing, man, wasting your time. Come and enjoy. I am ready to serve you. I am not in service. They want to serve one time to control you. They want to become boss of you. And by mistake, when we listen to them, then they start controlling. Now you cannot live without them. I will control you. And then you go in that clutch of false ego that create false ego, and then we want to be in my material form, to suffer. But that suffering is enjoyment for me. I am suffer, but suffering, enjoying. Are they crazy? Suffer enjoyed you, go ahead than this. Real enjoyment in love and peace, in compassion, to service to others, to serve to others, care to others. See yourself. When you will not love yourself, your spiritual identity, you cannot love to others. Because bottle cannot love anyone, and my material plastic body is like a bottle. Material. Only make mathematics. Plus minus my benefit. My sense enjoyment, my everything for mine. And to change this my enjoyment is the Purusha Bhav, but really the enjoyer, you are the enjoyer, and I am enjoyed by you. I want to move for you. That is mine. And love is also Prakriti. So I not follow to the real Purusha, I want to follow Prakriti. The nature who teach us how to serve to all living beings. That is the meaning of love. I am trying to explain that everyone can understand. Yeah.
At every moment, new waves of ever-increasing eagerness.
New wave. Every moment. When you will move like this, every moment new waves will increase. Waves means in love there is a waves. When there is no love, you cannot understand waves. Then you have to go to ocean to understand. Waves are coming from ocean and it's merging to the ocean. But if you see, the ocean looks blue, but the waves look white. It's a different color. And I know this. If there is no waves in ocean, you will not go to see the ocean also. You go to watch and to enjoy the waves of the ocean. And that is the love of the ocean. And this waves bringing you to the ocean, this love bringing you to the ocean, this love can catch you little you are not lose your feet, the waves will catch you and bring you to the ocean. Like anything you say, oh, I am in the ocean. You are standing, they will touch you. They will touch you at one time bring inside you. It's the power of the waves who brings to the ocean. The power of love who brings to the Krishna, to the God, to the Lord. No?
Power of Radha
Power.
to bring us in the service.
Radha, one Radha Krishna is movie coming. Radha means one is the dhara. If you change Radha, it becomes flow. That is the dhara. Which comes from up to down, like a flowing from the mountain, waterfall, is a dhara in Hindi. And what water go to the up? That only the flow goes to the up, one pointed, that is Radha. These waves, automatic pump for the one goal, for the praise of the Lord. That's it, Radha. One devotee see this. It's a surprise. The flow is coming down, but now I see the flow is going up. Where is it going? The Narad said, this go to the only for the Lord. That is Radha. They have no other desire, no other direction. You cannot see the waves out of ocean. In ocean and in coming from the ocean and living in ocean. One circle. This is the wave nature and this is the Radha nature to go up.
At every moment, new waves of ever-increasing eagerness roll.
Eagerness is increasing like a waves in my life. Eagerness makes me to be in the waves, living in the waves, in the flow of that. If I am more eager, more waves will come. Less eagerness, less waves. Our eagerness depends on our eagerness.
Waves of ever-increasing eagerness roll in the river of his heart at every moment. He is not able to tolerate the pangs of separation from Sri Radha anymore for even a moment.
Jai Jai Shri Ram. Then we don't want to forget my goal. Yes, you see. Jai Jai Shri Ram. Jai Jai Shri Ram. गाँव है तुम बहुत अच्छा गाती कहीं जाना है
नहीं आती
विश्वानंदा का कब प्रोग्राम हो रहा है
कल परसों से
बस Please come today. He 100% coming without my invitation.
Surprise.
He can come.
I think she can.
Like his family.
Very nice. I have one question.
Yeah, same mic.
Yes, Gurudev. You were explaining that there's these two principles of separation and feeling I am this body, and then developing separation and come into this union or yoga.
Separation is done when we come to the material consciousness.
Right, when we are
What is
body.
material consciousness is a philosophy, is a word written very privately. Material consciousness, I am living in my lower senses, is my material consciousness.
Muladhara.
Muladhara. I am living, I cannot forget that. All working for that Muladhara chakra. Kaka and Pipi.
Existential fears. Yes.
And 8 hours my work is going on for that.
We forget ourselves.
How I will forget my Muladhara? Because this is my life.
And then when we come to this yoga of love and seva, then everything is the spiritual, is at your service.
Then Muladhara is not finished. Muladhara is there, upper senses are there, but they all become controlled by the boss. My spiritual identity, soul. And then boss is boss of my living identity, and we become peaceful. There's just only by thinking this practice, all balance, because they are unbalanced, so they make unbalance to me. When they are balanced, 9 horses are balanced, then we are balanced. And then this is the horse is Krishna hand. Because the soul means the spirit of the Lord, so Lord controls everything.
This is Avideya, no?
Avideya. Then we have bodies there, my senses are there, but I am using this, not they are using me. That is suffering. When they use me, and I forget myself. And when I use them, then I give the food for the horse, I give the water for the house, I make the one person to take care of that, everything we do. Grihastha ashram is to give the food for the boss, the horses, everything is there, balancing. It's not that we want to make hungry and thirsty, all we will take care, but what is their need, I will take care. Before they are using me and creating suffering to all of my goal of my life. They are holding me and they boss for me. This is the happening. So that creates peace, no peace. And then what happens? Only not they are controlling, now they create something like a son, daughter, grandson, granddaughter. Now they become my horse also. They also want to control and do the all nonsense, and you have to agree that. And then you more start worrying. This is the attachment with this Muladhara created by all the my senses. Now we are come for doing something, we start doing something else. When we take the Mauna means quiet from that. We have to be intelligent to be Mana. To make Mauna means not that you quiet the mouth. Mauna with this circumstance. You are attached, cut attachment, finish. Mauna. Your attachment. They are not attached with you. Your senses is not attached with me. My senses not attached. They make me to sick. They make me to suffer. They are all creation. Is built by them is a suffering. More and more and more and more. And we think of like a running in the, in the desert, that there I will get some water to drink. There I will get something to drink and satisfy. But no water, no thirst, nobody can fulfill the thirst. This is happening, my friends. Honestly, we have to come for the reality and be peaceful. No way. Love is the way and love is the way. No other way. Love is the way, and love is the way. There is no conflict for love. There are many groups in the name of God, but there are no conflict in the name of love. Show me. That is the spirituality. In the name of love is a spirituality, and in the name of God is religious. Religious, right? Yeah. What is religious? In name of God. And what is the spirituality? In name of love. Radhe. Check this. Radhe, Radhe.
You can close it. Verification.
Automatic.
One question.
Yeah.
In the name of the love, everything can be forgiven?
Yes, what? Forgiven is the way. Material things to forgive, then you go to the goal. If you are attached with the material things, then you forget your goal. One is material and one is divine. If you want to go divine, you have to forgive material things. Excuse, this is not my goal of life. Be happy. I have my way. Then you progress. Forgiveness of the teaching of all great compassion and forgiving goes with love. Right or not? Say me. Compassion and forgiveness go with love. Tolerance, practice. You will develop more tolerance inside you. You will become more kind, more respectful. All will become your family. All is your brother and sister. Where to fight and where to hate. And all why they are fighting with you? They want to teach us that how much you are tolerant to understand. You are honest with your tolerance or not. They are helping. Is not that anything is in the creation is suffering for us. It's all a mercy. All is mercy. All is His kindness. All is His speciality. What is never happened in your life, all will start happening in your life. What was never you realize, you will start realizing. Oh, Dibbigan Deloje, Chakshudan Deloje, Dibbigan Hriday Prakashita. All divine is scripture, what you never understand, you will understand very crystal clear. Because you have a divine eyes to see all divine. Because you see one divine and that divine makes you all divine. You connect with divine, think for divine. Why we become material? Because we are 10 hours giving for material. So we become materialized, material here, material all feeling. Change this practice, that is Bhajan Kriya. You will become divine. What you will see is all divine. Surprising. Every moment will be surprising. Unexpected surprise. Radhe.
Radhe Radhe